All right, here we go. Two burly boys played Pokemon in their youth. One had to grow up, the other stayed true. Now the large grown-up child can name all of them, but the other guy probably 510. Now what can they do? Why don't they review? Now I'll talk about them till we die.
Die? Welcome, everybody. I'm Frank.
And I'm Joachim.
And this is your Certified Poke-Moment, where we feature and talk about one Pokemon evolution line every single week.
Every week.
Every week.
And today's featured Pokemon is...
Oh, it's Raichu!
Oh
Holy crap.
God. We're going to be talking about Mr. Pokemon himself.
This is it. This is the big man, the big mouse.
Oh my God. Okay, we can't feature Raichu on the front then.
It has to be Pikachu.
Yeah, well, and it can also be Raichu in the bottom corner with a little circle around it where we're talking about this guy.
Yeah. Dang, man. All right. This is crazy. In the grand scheme of things, we're talking about Pikachu very early on in this podcast. Okay, well, we're not going to start with Raichu or Pikachu. We have to start where it all began, the generation after Pikachu was introduced.
Yeah, Pika-Blue.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, God, there's going to be so much trivia. Oh, no.
I can't. Oh, my God. Trivia's going to take half an hour.
No, it won't. Guys, it won't. Don't worry. It won't be terrible.
Yeah, I will do my best to...
Only do the interesting trivia.
To get to the interesting stuff.
Pichu is the only yellow Pokemon who is 0.61 pounds.
Who is named Pichu. Alright, so yes, Pichu is a solo electric type, and it is known as the tiny mouse Pokemon. And Pichu's cry sounds like this. That's iconic. That's iconic.
That's ridiculous. You'll hear 3 beeps and you'll be like, oh, that's iconic. Beep, boop. Oh, hell yeah.
You've obviously never played Pokemon Ranger.
Oh, I know I played Pokemon Ranger.
With the notch-eared Pichu? With the ukulele? Or are those the same Pichu?
I don't know.
Ukulele Pichu and notch-eared Pichu might be two different Pichu.
I remember being annoyed at Suicune, and I was like, I can't freaking... it keeps jumping out of it. As I was trying to circle it.
Yeah,
but also, speaking of 3 iconic beeps, beep, beep, beep.
Oh, hey.
See,
I did get that beep.
Yeah.
That's pretty iconic. See, beeps can be iconic, and this Pichu cry is iconic because that Pichu always cried. It always made noise in that game.
I feel like every Pokemon probably makes noise in that game.
Yeah, but Pichu was like, he was there.
They were there. Every Pokemon that was there was there.
Yeah, but Pichu was like, he was there.
God, he was there in the biblical sense.
Oh, man. And upon evolving, which the method of evolution is leveling up with friendship, Pichu evolves into the mascot of the franchise, Pikachu. Still solo electric and is now known as the mouse Pokemon, and his cry sounds like this.
Okay, I'm not going to be that guy. Oh, no, I am going to be that guy. That is actually iconic.
You know what's funny? I honestly think Pichu's cry is more iconic than Pikachu's. Yeah. Pikachu's is obviously iconic, but there were a few games where in it he just went Pikachu. He just said his literal physical name.
See, I don't like that.
No?
I want it to be this like a ridiculous little pixel-y thing. But then this is the Gen 1er inside of me talking.
There's a Gen 1er inside of you? We hate Gen 1ers.
Inside of you, there's 2 wolves. One's a Gen 1er, the other's gay.
There are 2 wolves inside of me. One loves every generation, the other is gay, and then their child hates Gen 1ers.
You hate the Gen 1ers, not the Gen.
Yes. Gen 1 is probably one of my least favorite generations. We've talked about this before, but
it's just it's because... No, yeah. it's the stock. It's the base of the soup.
Yes.
You know,
you have to build from
just because you're drinking chicken stock and you're like, oh, this is so boring.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that it's not the foundation for something. Beautiful.
Trust me, there are going to be a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon we talk about where I'm like, hey, I actually really like this guy. I mean, Alakazam, Venusaur, The others.
Alakazam really is cool. No,
Yeah.
but this is a Pikachu episode.
This is already probably going to be a long episode. And of course, Pikachu does not remain Pikachu forever unless he's owned by Ash Ketchum. Am I right?
Oh my god.
Pikachu has a split evolution. He can either
Oh
be
my gosh, I forgot they split
Raichu
him.
or a Alolan Raichu.
This is gonna be such a long episode. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Holy
Now,
crap.
I'm pretty sure Pikachu just evolves into a Alolan Raichu the same way with a Thunderstone. Cerebi isn't giving me a secondary
Oh god.
alternative.
So it's just if you're in Alola.
So if you're in Alola, yes, it can evolve into a Alolan Raichu.
What type is Alolan Raichu?
Electric Psychic.
That's weird.
Kind of. I'm sure there are good lore reasons for it, though. But let's talk about Cantonian Raichu first. Cantonian Raichu is still pure electric and is still known as the mouse Pokemon. And its cry sounds like this.
Okay,
It's a great cry.
It's a great cry,
Great
but it
cry.
looks like they updated the cry.
Yes.
There's two different cries we can find online. One sounds like an electric mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a squeak. This is probably the one that we're gonna.
Yeah,
play
we're
for
going to
you
play you
guys.
the updated one.
It's like a squeak, and then I think it's good. I think it's actually
Yeah.
a really good cry,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
why I was so surprised when I heard it. I was like, that's too good of a cry to be from a Gen 1 Pokemon.
But then we listened to the older one, and it makes a bit more sense that this would be on a Game Boy speaker.
Yeah, it just sounds like.
In Gen 6, I believe it was, the Pokemon Company updated a lot of Pokemon cries to make them sound less like computer noises and slightly more organic. I think it was Gen 6. I'm assuming here. I'm just kind of going based off my own memory, which we all know fails me a lot. But, as we said, Cantonian Raichu is not the only Raichu. By using a Thunderstone in Alola, again, I'm not getting any other alternative information, so that's what I'm going with. Raichu can be an electric psychic type, and the cry I think sounds exactly the same.
I'm looking into it. Hold on, we'll be right back.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly
that's
the
the same
same.
cry.
We're not going to bother
All
playing
right.
it a second time. So yeah, that's everybody. Good Lord. Jokum, how do you, before we do anything else, how do you feel about Pikachu? Because a lot of Pokemon fans can have differing opinions.
As a kid, I thought I've gone through a lot of different phases.
Yes.
First, I was like, "Ugh, who's this?" They keep using the same middle evolution, and that pissed me off. Raichu doesn't look as good as Pikachu, so it's just I understood why they used Pikachu, but I didn't like that they were pushing a middle evolution so hard because I liked final evolutions just the most. And then when I was when really getting into Gen 3 as a kid, I caught a Pikachu. I was like, "Oh, that's really cool!" And then I was going on the early 20. I guess late 2000s.
Yeah.
Internet, just learning about Pokemon, learning about competitive. I was like, oh wow, Pikachu's actually really cool. Ooh, light ball, right? No, what does he hold? Electric ball?
I believe it's the light ball. It is
Light ball. Just learning about that. I started appreciating him more, and I really liked his sprite in Gen 3.
Yeah. It's a good Gen 3 sprite.
And then I got back to the point where I just sort of hate that he's pushed on everything. I think around Gen 7, when he was when he got his alternate, I was like, oh, they kind of wasted an alternate form on Pikachu. Because I feel like Pikachu's already iconic. Why would you evolve?
Well, Pikachu himself doesn't have an alternate form. It's just an alternate evolution.
It's an alternate sorry. Well,
for a Raichu.
For a Raichu.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it felt like they betrayed Raichu a little bit by making a probably cooler secondary form. Because, there's more going on with Alolan.
Yeah.
Raichu. But, I don't know. Now I'm kind of neutral on him. The thing is, I think he's like Charizard, where he's so overdone, where it's paste. It's like Chick-fil-A's breakfast burritos. When you first have it, you're like, oh, this isn't all right. It's not. They were never very good. Now that I think about it.
Oh hell
Their
yeah!
jalapeno salsa is terrible.
Chick-fil-A, most overrated fast food restaurant.
I like their chicken. Their chicken is a good baseline chicken, but then if you have it more than 5 times, you're like, this is paste.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Yep, I agree. My thought is, when I was a kid, I always wanted Pokemon shirts. I just liked. I was a collector even as a child, but every time I'd go to find a Pokemon shirt, Pikachu would be on it. It'd be Pikachu in the Kanto starters, or Pikachu in whatever set of starters were the newest at the time, like Gen 5 or Gen 6. And it just bothered me. It's like, I want more unique Pokemon. I don't want every single piece of Pokemon merch I buy to be Pikachu. And, I mean, lo and behold, here I am. I've got the big Pikachu Squishmallow. I have another Pikachu stuffed animal. Technically, both were gifts. I have that...
Pikachu Disney ears?
Pikachu, like, Universal Japan ears.
Oh, okay.
I try not to collect something if it's, like, just Pikachu, but... some mystery Pokeballs that have, like, Pikachu meeting another Pokemon.
I would rather have a thing that's just Pikachu than have Pikachu muddy up something else that's, like, a bunch of unique Pokemon. I would rather have some random... I'd rather have a thing that's, like, a Lamomola and friggin' Luminion.
Yeah. That'd be sick,
and
actually.
without Pikachu. Just let them... Just two fish.
Yeah.
Luminion's the evolution... Luminion is the Gen 4 fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Evolves from Finneon.
Yeah, Finneon. Okay. I'd rather have that.
Yeah.
And just don't put Pikachu in there. I don't need Pikachu.
I don't need him scuba diving next to him.
It's like putting a Disney logo in the middle of like something where it's like, I just don't... Give me the fan art of like... Of the mice from Cinderella farting, you know, just
oh gosh,
I was trying to think of the worst thing I could say.
That's honestly,
I was gonna say Cinderella farting, and I was like, that's a little too crazy. Let's dial it back. But I don't know. It's just like he's so much of a mascot. When you pop him on things, you're like, oh yeah, there it is.
All in all, I wouldn't say I hate him. I do think he's cute. I can't bring myself to like despise the mouse, but. I like, as far as mice go, I like him more than Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
So, at least he's got that.
Oh, it's like Mickey Mouse. If Mickey Mouse was in, like, the Goofy movie, I feel like it would take away from it, because it'd be, like, a brand logo.
Technically, he was in the first one. He was, like, a small cameo.
Oh, because he's in, like, a car or something.
Yeah, or, like, on the side of the road or something.
Yeah, it's just one brief thing.
Hey, so it's fine. So it's fine, yeah.
But, like, if he was, like, in it, then it'd be like, now it's a Mickey Mouse thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like some people's problem with peanut butter or bananas in a smoothie, where they say it overpowers the taste. I love both of those in a smoothie.
Oh, I do.
But, like, some people are like, when you put peanut butter in a smoothie, it becomes a peanut butter smoothie.
Yeah.
And when you put Pikachu in like a little what do you call it? Diorama? If you put Pikachu in a diorama, it becomes a Pikachu diorama.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right about that. That's why I was so disappointed. I mean, of course they had to do this, but when the Pokemon anime ended its run with Ash and started this new series, Pikachu's still front and center. It's not the same Pikachu.
The new guy has a Pikachu?
The new captain guy has a Pikachu. It's Captain Pikachu, actually.
Oh, God.
Yep, he has to. They are contractually obligated to own a Pikachu.
Oh, that poor Pikachu's never going to evolve, too. He's just going to edge it.
Yeah.
He's going to edge it for years.
Like, within the lore of the Pokemon universe, do all these people just vastly prefer Pikachu to Raichu? Do people just not like Raichu as much? How do they explain that within lore?
I don't think they need to. It's Pokemon. They make lore and then they throw poop on it and then they smear the poop into the cracks so you can't get it out. And it stinks. But god dang,
it's a good stink.
Does it sell? No, I don't think it's even a good stink, but it sells. It sells. It's like people. It's like kombucha.
Oh,
terrible. Oh, but it sells.
I can't stand kombucha. All right, we got to start talking about Pokedex entries here, Jokum.
Oh my freaking heck, that's gonna be a lot of Pokedex entries.
That's only gonna be not really.
All right, we'll speedrun it.
Yeah, we'll speedrun it. All right, Jokum. I can do Pichu, you do Pikachu, and then we'll just keep bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Gold. It is not yet skilled at storing electricity. It may send out a jolt if amused or startled. Kind of like you.
I don't send out a jolt. I send out a little squirt. Where from? I won't tell you.
Silver. Despite its small size, it can zap even adult humans. However, if it does so, it also surprises itself.
Aww.
Crystal. It is unskilled at storing electric power. Any kind of shock causes it to discharge energy spontaneously.
Oh, it is me. No, it's not. It's disgusting. No.
You're disgusting.
No.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else interesting. I'm not really seeing anything else it's just gonna be the same stuff over and over. How it hurts itself a little bit. Let me get you Pikachu. And there's Pikachu, Jokum. It looks a
it's
little
on
weird.
Oh yeah, this is a weird. I'm looking at the formatting. Well, okay, blue and maybe red. When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity could build and cause lightning storms. Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yellow. It keeps its tail raised to monitor its surroundings. If you yank its tail, it will try to bite you. That's very forgiving on that Pikachu's behalf, based on what it can do. Stadium. Do I read Stadium?
You can.
Lives in it just says it starts with the word lives. Lives in forests away from people. It stores electricity in its cheeks for zapping an enemy if it is attacked.
Read some of the newer Dex entries. See if they
Like
give us any
new?
new information on Pikachu,
All
the
right,
mascot.
I'm
here.
gonna go latest.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet. What the heck? Why are there so many different?
Oh, because there are
Oh
different
my gosh.
capped Pikachus. I didn't mention that, but
There's capped Pikachus in Scarlet and Violet.
so there was this event where a Pikachu wearing each one of Ash's caps was given out in the game. So now there's like 7 different unique Pikachu variants, with each with a different hat on. I don't know why they all need Dex entries.
Yeah, that seems like. I know it's a very simple model thing to do, but like, can't you just give other Pokemon some forms or something? I don't know. Rather than just glazing the Pikachu fans, all the toddlers in the room.
I mean, it's their mascot.
All right, Scarlet. This is for regular baseline Pikachu. When it is angered, it immediately discharges the energy stored in the pouches in its cheeks. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Violet. When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity can build and cause lightning storms. Oh, come on.
They didn't update any.
Hold
This
on.
is the freaking mascot.
I'm going back to Sword and Shield. Pikachu that can generate powerful electricity has cheek sacs that are extra soft and super stretchy. Okay.
It does have
They're leaning
stretchy
into
cheeks.
they're leaning into the hey, this is a mascot, play with its face.
Yeah.
Shield. When Pikachu meet, they'll touch their tails together and exchange electricity through them as a form of greeting. Aw.
That's cute.
Uh,
I thought they would have like started to like really give some better lore for Pikachu
Yeah.
as time goes on.
Legends Arceus.
Oh, thank you.
Pikachu possesses cheek sacs in which it stores electricity. This clever forest dweller roasts tough berries with an electric shock before consuming them. That's kind of cool.
That's cute. That's cute.
Induction cooks them.
All right, let me go ahead and read for Raichu, and then you can, well, I guess I'll say you can read for Alolan Raichu, but I don't know if it's going to have, well, it's obviously going to have different
Yeah, it's going to have
entries.
some different.
Yeah, you can read for Alolan Raichu. Red and blue. Its long tail serves as a ground to protect itself from its own high voltage power. Yellow. When electricity builds up inside its body, it becomes feisty. It also glows in the dark.
That's cool.
Raichu glows in the dark? Wow.
Do they ever, like, address that?
I don't know. I've never seen a Raichu glow in the dark.
But where would you have seen a Raichu glow in the dark? I guess
I don't know.
one
The
of
people
3D
walk around the
model
mall all the time with their Pokemon out of their Pokeballs. It's allowed.
You're saying this is like a real life thing? Are we doing this now? Are we doing this? Are we doing Fantasyland? Are 2 adults doing Fantasyland, Frank?
Oh,
Is that what we're doing?
I'm
This
sorry,
is a
Joker.
serious
I was
podcast.
under the impression
These-
you were a silly, whimsical
these people
guy.
have never heard about Pikachu, Raichu, and Pichu and Alolan Raichu before, and I'm just trying to explain it to them. And you're doing
My
carnival
bad.
games.
My bad.
You're
I didn't
pulling
know
balloon animals out of your
Hey,
butthole
listen.
and making me
Listen,
smell it right now.
I didn't know I was sitting across from Joachim the Joy Killer. All right, I thought I was sitting across from Joachim the Whimsical. But you know what? That's okay.
I'm so full of whimsy, you bastard.
You're not. Obviously, you're not. Asshole. Fire Red. I love you. I'm sorry.
You don't.
I
you only
do.
like me for my body.
I love your body. Its electrical charges can reach even 100,000 volts. Here it is, folks.
Oh.
Careless contact can cause even an Indian elephant to faint.
Oh, faint.
Yeah. An Indian elephant in the Pokemon world.
That's a classic Pokédex entry, because then
Yeah.
people will always look at that. Okay, so before Pokédex or Pokemon, like, I think really treated itself somewhat seriously.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's do the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee games. When electricity builds up inside its body, it becomes... Oh, it's the exact same thing. Let's just do the most recent games. Scarlet. Its tail discharges electricity into the ground, protecting it from getting shocked.
Yeah.
Aha, here we go. Violet. If the electric pouches in its cheeks become fully charged, both ears will stand straight up.
Oh.
That's cute.
Okay.
Did you want to read for
Alright.
Alolan Raichu? Or I mean,
yeah. Are you right there?
yeah, I'm right there.
You just do it. Or I'll do
Okay.
it. No, I'll do
Okay,
it.
you can
Too
do
late.
it.
I got it in my hand. Sun. It only evolves to this form in the Alola region.
Mm-hmm.
According to researchers, its diet is one of the causes of this change. Aww.
Mm-hmm.
Moon. It uses psychokinesis to control electricity. It hops aboard its own tail using psychic powers to lift the tail and move about while riding it.
That's cute.
Are we able to Are we able to get Alolan Raichu in games past Sun and Moon?
Yes. I believe you can. I think there's something you can do to get it in Scarlet and Violet, or maybe you just
Oh.
have to transfer it in. I don't know. I haven't tried to get it myself.
Yeah, it's in. They don't show Alolan Raichu on the like in the Kitakami or in the Paldea Pokédex, like how they have little pictures, but you can get it. Oh, no, wait, you can't get it. They don't. Yeah, no, you can't get Alolan Raichu in Scarlet and Violet. That's why.
They do call out specific entries in Sword and Shield, but not Scarlet and Violet. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm gonna read this.
Go ahead and read the
Ultra
Alolan
Sun?
Raichu entries from Ultras or Let's Go.
You can get it in Let's Go.
You can get a lot of the Alolan Gen 1 forms. Sorry, I said that backwards. You can get a lot of the Gen 1 Alolan forms in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
How do they explain that?
I don't know. I genuinely
Ultra
don't.
Sun. It focuses psychic energy into its tail and rides it like it's surfing. Another name for this Pokemon is Hodad.
Okay,
What does that mean?
That'll be explained later in trivia.
Ultra
I'm sure.
Moon. When you rub its cheeks, a sweet fragrance comes wafting out. Aw. However, you'll also get a light shock.
Read Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
It loves pancakes. This is from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It loves pancakes prepared with a secret Alolan recipe. Some wonder whether that recipe holds the key to this Pokemon's evolution.
Interesting, right? Pancakes cause it to get the psychic type.
I mean, it's kind of like pancake colored.
Yeah, that is the perfect pancake.
It's just Pokemon trying to be cute and marketable.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I really like Alolan Raichu. I think it's adorable. I think it's really, really cute.
I think it's to me it's okay. This is the One Piece Chopper effect, where Raichu is pre-time skip Chopper, where he's like looks a little bit. He's a weird looking little reindeer freak, and I love him. He's great. And then the people they realize he's marketable, and then they make him as cute and kawaii as possible.
Yeah.
And they round out all the edges, and he's no longer a weird little monster. Now he's got control over his creepy power thing, and
That's just what you think of when you see a Alolan Raichu?
They tried to smooth out the weird edges of Raichu. They tried to, like he's got those weird ears. They're like, no, we're going to make it soft and fluffy. He's got that ugly rat tail.
What?
We're going to loop it around and
Again,
make
soften
him sit
the
on
edges.
it.
You're
Soften
right.
the edges.
Yeah,
I think that
I
was
don't
just
know.
their attempt at making Raichu marketable.
I mean, he's always been kind of marketable. He's attached to Pikachu.
He's attached to...
I mean, they did make a Funko Pop for both.
And Alolan.
Yeah, that's what I said for both.
Oh. But that's like... Did they make that around Gen 7?
No, the Alolan one just came out recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Huh. I like that. That's good. That's good that they would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let's talk abilities here. I think the whole Raichu line is going to have the same abilities all the way through. Only Alolan Raichu has a different hidden ability, or different ability altogether.
Can I guess?
From the others. What?
Levitate.
Nope.
Ah, I thought I had that in the bag.
No, you didn't.
Dang it.
Next time, buddy.
Would
Next time.
Levitate wouldn't even be like a great ability for him, would it?
Yeah, it would. It would. Yeah, because he's weak to ground.
Oh, he's
so.
weak to ground. Okay. I can never remember the ground electricity relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
Electricity does nothing when it's grounded. So that's why,
It goes into the ground.
yeah, but it doesn't hurt the ground.
I guess so.
So the only, non-hidden ability this line has is static. The opponent has a 30% chance of being induced with Paralyze when using an attack. An attack that requires physical contact against this Pokemon. Any Pokemon that has static, that you're going to realize that 30% is actually like a 70% chance. That thing procs all the time. Anytime I'm fighting like a wild Pikachu or Mareep or anything else that has static, I feel like I get paralyzed every time I hit him. And then their hidden ability is Lightning Rod. Electric-type moves are drawn to this Pokemon. Electric-type moves will do no damage, and the Pokemon's special attack stat is raised by 1. So that's awesome. If this Pokemon's on the field in like a double battle, you have completely neutralized your opponent's electric-type attacks.
Oh, that's really cool.
And you're just making yourself stronger. So it's a really good
really
ability.
Cool.
Lightning Rod is had by a few different Pokemon, a lot of ground types. You can, like Marowak, Rhyperior gets it. Hey, we talked about Sceptile in the past. Mega Sceptile has Lightning Rod. Manectric, Zebstrika, Togedemaru, and Pincurchin. I'd say the best Pokemon that has Lightning Rod, well, the best matchup is Seaking, because now it won't be affected by the electric type moves that are drawn in. I don't think so anyway.
Wait. So does it give you an immunity to electric type moves?
Yeah, I think so. It says instead of being hit by electric type moves, it boosts its special attack. Yep, it'll do no damage.
You get an immunity and you get a boost instead.
Yep.
That's insane.
Water has 2 weaknesses, grass and electric. If your Seaking has Lightning Rod, you have not only lost one of your 2 weaknesses, you have gained an immunity.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I wish they'd give it to more like water or flying type Pokemon. Seaking. Yeah, then you look at his stats and you're like, ooh, it's a Seaking.
I feel like years ago I had a Seaking in like one of my decks, and I really liked it.
I mean, his stats, they're just as bad as like, Swalot or Garbodor, just kind of like middle of the road Pokemon we've talked about in the past. This is not the Seaking episode, but I would love to see Seaking get like an actual evolution, like Primeape did recently.
Wait, but Seaking? Oh,
yeah.
I was thinking of what's the seahorse?
Oh, Seadra.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was thinking of the Seadra the whole time.
Oh, that whole time.
Yeah, I hate Seaking. He's so boring. Goldeen is so much more interesting than Seaking.
Goldeen is kind of cute.
Goldeen is really cute. I think Gen 1 failed on a couple evolutions, and I think it's Raichu and Seaking. I think Raichu doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
And I think Seaking looks kind of ugly.
I'm so neutral on Raichu. I think it's just perfectly in the middle. Seaking's really ugly. I would love to see an evolution for it.
Where it turns into like a longer koi.
Yeah, maybe a longer koi. Maybe it's like its horn gets longer, It looks less dopey and like brainless. This is not a Seaking episode though. And then for Alolan Raichu, it has the ability Surge Surfer. It doubles the Pokemon's speed on electric terrain, which is really good.
Because that's when terrains were added, right? Was it Gen 7?
Yes, Gen 7, yeah. Now, Alolan Raichu, I feel like it already has pretty good speed. Yeah, so doubling its speed doesn't really seem that necessary in my mind. But, like, once you double this guy's speed, I mean, nothing will outspeed him. I feel like you'd even be hard-pressed to have I was going to say, like, Regieleki outspeed him, but, like, if you have any investment in your Regieleki in speed, then he's definitely going to outspeed him. But even still, everything else. Speaking of those stats, though, let's talk about... I'm only going to talk about Raichu's stats. Should we talk about Pikachu's stats?
Oh, frick. We should talk about Pikachu.
Yeah, all right.
Dang it.
I'll do Pikachu first. And let it be known when I'm reading these stats, Pikachu can be technically competitively viable. Is he going to be brought to Worlds? No. But in certain circumstances, he can be good, and it's because of the Light Ball.
Yeah.
It is a item only Pikachu can utilize. When this item is held by a Pikachu, the holder's attack and special attack is doubled.
So Pikachu's a mixed attacker.
Well, I think that was only Gen 1. Because it goes on to say, in Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, when held by a Pikachu, the holder's special attack was doubled. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. In all of those games I just mentioned, it was only a special attack. I think modern day, it's both.
Everything forward is.
Yes.
Because I was going to say, it'd be interesting that they would add a Light Ball in the first generation, because I don't think they knew Pikachu would be that popular.
Also, I don't know if held items were even a thing in Gen 1.
Yeah.
So I might have just made the wrong assumption. Interesting. I don't even think you can get this item in Scarlet and Violet.
Really?
There's no, like...
Did they just straight up give Pikachu...
Oh, you can find one on a wild Pikachu. But I was looking at, like, the location section, and, like, you can find it in, like, Resolution Cave and Sun and Moon, and you can get it in the Cram-O-Matic and the Isle of Armor, but there's nothing for Scarlet and Violet, so you just have to find it on wild Pikachu. There's a 5% chance to find it on one, by the way. So, with all that being said, when I read Pikachu's stats, just know, given the right item, its attack and special attack will be doubled. Base stat total is 320, HP 35, physical attack 55.
It's nothing.
I mean, it's a Pikachu.
Yeah, but, like, you know, it uses... what does Ash always have Pikachu use?
Thunderbolt,
Volt Tackle?
Volt Tackle, that's the one. That's physical.
That's physical.
Iron Tail's physical. What's that one that messes with speed? Electro Ball? I can't remember. That's probably special. Actually, is it?
Is it?
I'm gonna look it up. Electro Ball is special.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I could never tell with Electro Ball if you were the ball or you shot a ball.
And I'm pretty sure, because the Pokemon anime, at least with its main characters, does stick to the 4 moves only thing. I don't think Pikachu's had Volt Tackle since, like, Gen 4.
Oh, I stopped watching in, like, Gen 4,
Yeah.
so that's probably why I think of Volt Tackle.
Electro Ball was introduced in Generation 5, and Pikachu learned it. So and I think he still had Iron Tail, Quick Attack, and probably Thunderbolt.
He kept Quick Attack?
Maybe. I want to say that he kept Quick Attack, but it's been many years since I've watched the anime.
No wonder it took Ash so long to win.
Yeah. You should have just evolved this Pikachu. Marketability doesn't matter when you're trying to be the champion. Defense, 40. Special attack, 50. There are 5 more attack
What do you call it?
base points in attack than special attack. That's crazy. Special defense, 50. Speed, 90. All right, we don't need to spend any longer on Pikachu.
But, like, in theory, if you gave it a light ball, what would those raise to?
I mean, I'm just assuming it. I mean, it just says they double.
Oh, okay. So it would be like 100,
110, and then 100.
That
yeah,
sucks.
That's not bad. 100 plus is what you want to see.
What's his defense and special defense?
I mean, they're still bad.
Yeah,
his defense and special defense are 40 and 50.
Yeah, so he's got all right speed, and he's going to have all right attack and special attack.
I don't know. Are you allowed to use Pikachu in, like, Little Cup?
Because everyone would just use Pikachu.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't see why you wouldn't. Maybe you can't have evolved at all to be in Little Cup, and you'd have to use Pichu.
Yeah, because then people would be using.
But then again, you can find Pikachus in the wild. It's not like you can. I don't know.
No, you can find Galades in the wild.
I
now,
know.
too.
I'm still thinking of the days of, like, Gens 3, 4, 5.
When evolution meant something.
All right, I'm going to do Cantonian Raichu first, and then I will do Alolan Raichu. Because there is some slight difference, and I mean slight. All right, Cantonian Raichu. Base stat total, 485. HP, 60. Physical attack, 90. Defense, 55. Special attack, 90. Mixed attacker. Special defense, 80. Speed 110.
Okay, that's
so it's
cool.
Extremely fast, but it's not tanky. It's
what
not.
What are its defense and special defense again?
Defense is 55. Special defense is 80.
Okay, so it is technically better than Pikachu.
Yes, it is.
Even though its attack and special attack are lower than the
yeah,
this is gross.
Yeah, that's a good point. Pikachu
they need to buff Raichu.
Yeah,
that's insane. Why were they giving Raichu a second form when they could have just made Raichu better?
Great question. Speaking of Raichu's second form, base stat total is the same. HP is still 60. Physical attack goes down by 5, so it's only 85. Defense goes down by 5. Special attack goes up by 5. Special defense goes up by 5. So physical attack and physical defense go down. Special attack, special defense.
Wait, so what are they in total?
You mean base stat total?
You said it just goes up, right? But you didn't give the actual numbers.
Oh, I thought I did.
For the
I'm
audience,
sorry.
no, you just...
Special attack is 95. Special defense is 85. Speed stays at 110. That's barely changed.
Did you already say that? Am I insane?
I might not have.
Okay. That's insane. The Raichus suck. The Pokemon. This is your mascot. Give it some freaking love.
Yeah.
Give Pikachu. Give all of them a base of like 50 up. Just 50 points.
Yeah, I am kind of surprised neither attacking stat goes above 100, or at least hits 100.
I think they should make Pikachu's attack and special attack like 70. So then if it holds a light bulb, it's like 140.
Good lord, man.
Yeah, but it's the mascot. Make it cool. And Raichu, make it better.
Yeah.
Give it default 120 attack and special attack. And for the love of God, give it more HP or something.
Yeah.
It's a big fat rat. Give it more HP.
That's a good point. So, since this is a stone evolution, once you evolve your Pikachu into Raichu, it doesn't really get any more level up moves. I'm under the impression you can still do a bunch of like move reminder attacks, but I'm going to be looking at Pikachu for a level up moveset. It is a Pikachu clone of itself. All Pikachu and all Pika clones get Nuzzle, which is a physical electric type attack that does 20 damage with 100 accuracy. The user attacks by nuzzling its electrified cheeks against the target. This also leaves the target with paralysis, so it's better.
Yeah, it's
Thunder
better.
Wave.
Thunder Wave.
So I like that a lot. It gets like Nasty Plot, Sweet Kiss, Play Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Oh my gosh, Jokum.
I can't wait for Wet Fed and Dead.
Oh.
Do we do Wet Fed and Dead with Raichu or Pikachu?
Raichu.
Okay.
We don't do it with Pikachu. You sick man. Oh, there's Double Team, Electro Ball. I can't anymore, guys. This is going to be the last episode.
No.
Spark, there's Iron Tail, Discharge. Yeah, I paused. I knew you were going to do something. Thunderbolt, Light Screen, no Reflect by level up, though. And then at level 44, it gets Thunder.
This is who?
This is Pikachu.
Okay.
Like most Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, it does get Trailblaze by TM. I'm just going to read...
Everyone freaking gets Trailblaze.
Yeah.
What the heck is that all about?
I don't know. It's nice for coverage, but it's kind of random. It gets Fling, Rain Dance, Dig, Brick Break. That's surprising. There's Reflect as a TM. Grass Knot, Surf, of course. Of course it can learn Surf. Play Rough. It can get Play Rough through TM. That's great, actually. Electric Terrain. I was trying to see if you could learn Fly. They're not letting it learn Fly
Because of the flying Pikachu
because of the
thing?
flying Pikachu thing. But
what is the origin of the flying Pikachu thing? Pikachu
I think it was just Pokemon Yellow. They were like these special Pikachus or something. I don't know the
Maybe it's some
exact lore
trivia.
of it. Could be. It gets Electro Web, so it's gonna be shooting webs for you, Jokum.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Why would you say that?
I'm
also,
not the horrible one here.
what? Wasn't there like a special event Pikachu that had like balloons on it that it could learn fly?
Did it have the balloons tied to it in game? Because I know they gave out a Pikachu that could learn Fly and a Pikachu that could learn Surf, or that had it on it already. But I don't remember if it was floating in game or not. Oh. Look what it says there on Bulbapedia. A flying Pikachu can be found in Yellow Forest, an event-only Pokewalker course.
What? However, this Pikachu must forget Fly in order to be transferred to Generation 5. Oh, so only in Generation...
Yeah, and Heart Gold...
What is this? Obtaining Surf and Fly Pikachu... Huh?
Did you see that? Was that just me?
What? Oh, inflation pregnant
There are
Pikachu?
inflation Pikachu images.
Guys...
When you search Pikachu that can learn Fly, without even scrolling down, there are like 4 inflated Pikachus.
Wait, okay, hold on, wait, hold on. 1 inflated Pikachu, 2 inflated...
3, 4.
Oh my gosh.
All you have to do is search Pikachu
wait.
that learns fly.
I cannot wait to just type in Pikachu and then see what I see.
You're going to do Pikachu and not Raichu?
I would need to do both.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
so sorry. There's a portion of this. There's a portion, guys. If you've never experienced this, there's a portion where I look up the Pokemon's name and then I scroll until something terrible pops up.
Yeah, just on Google Images,
Oh
and
my
terrible
gosh.
stuff pops up like probably 50% of the time.
Okay, yeah, I won't. I'm not gonna waste my time doing that though. All right, I don't know. There's some Pokemon. There's some Pikachu that can learn Surf and Fly.
Yeah. All right, and then I think that's it for movesets. We don't need to focus on that any longer. Jokum.
Does it have the same moveset as Raichu?
Oh, Raichu. I guess they can both learn different TMs.
I'm so sorry, Frank.
No, it's fine. Oh, hey, Alolan.
Oh god, and there's also a Alolan Raichu.
Raichu can learn Disarming Voice by TM, and Alolan Raichu can't. Alolan Raichu can learn Stored Power by TM, and Cantonian Raichu can't.
Wow.
Alolan Raichu can learn Psyshock, and Cantonian Raichu can't.
Okay.
Alolan Raichu can learn Skill Swap, and Cantonian Raichu can't. Alolan Raichu can learn Psychic, and Cantonian Raichu can't. Alolan Raichu can learn Calm Mind!
Maybe we should have just read Raichu instead of Pikachu to begin with.
Well, these are all just for TMs, and the TMs are basically the same, but Cerebi does this helpful thing where it puts an image of Raichu and Alolan Raichu next to each other for moves they can both learn, and for when only Alolan Raichu can learn it. Only Alolan Raichu's picture is there.
Yeah. All right, guys, if you really, really want to know, you can go to a handy little thing called Cerebi.net.
I love Cerebi, and you will too.
So much. Oh
you want to see these shinies, Jokum?
Yeah.
You want to see these shiny boys?
You know what I like about Cerebi? They have the balls to be Cerebi.net and not .com.
Yeah,
they were like, this is like $5 cheaper per month. We are a .net website, not a .com.
It's very good. There's Pichu.
Pichu's shiny looks better than regular Pichu.
It just barely changes. Yeah, shiny Pichu is like just more yellow.
It's more yellow.
Hair more one dial up. More
I
yellow.
think it's a little more than 1 dial. It's like 3 dials up. More yellow. I wish I knew my hex colors by heart, because then I would have been like, oh yeah, this is a pound F777F0.
This is a pound 80085.
8008. I'm trying to think, because 808080 is like a gray, I think.
Oh well, I'm just spelling boobs.
Oh.
80085. Okay, yeah. So yeah, boring.
Yeah, it's a better yellow though. I think shiny
Pikachu.
Shiny Pikachu is like really
like
orange.
Yeah,
almost.
orange in comparison. Much more of like a dark mustard.
The 2D Pikachu looked so much better than 3D Pikachu, I think.
You think?
Yeah, because his color popped more in 2D.
I think Pikachu transferred really nicely. I don't know. We're looking at Gen 5, I believe,
Gen
sprites.
5? Let's do like Gen 3. Is there Gen 3?
Yeah, I'll get you to Gen 3.
I don't know. Look how cute that is.
It's cute for sure, but...
Look at Fire Red and wait, no, hold on, wait. Emerald, look at that. He's just standing there like,
yeah,
hey, it's a me.
He's about to slap his big belly.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
I like the Fire Red, Leaf Green.
I do think
Sapphire,
he transferred well, but yeah, Pikachu's always looked pretty cute. And then there's Raichu and his shiny. He just is fully orange now. Still got that white belly, still got them brown hands and feet, but he's orange.
I don't know how much. I think part of it, my hatred for him, not hatred, dislike for him, is his brown, his dirty little hands. You could say, oh, that's cute. It's not. It's just dirty. Dirty hands. Wash those things off.
Playing in mud. You don't want to examine his dirty little toes, Jokum?
That's disgusting.
Look at his dirt-colored toes in
rancid.
your face, just wiggling.
Why are you doing this? Why are you the pervert?
I have to match your freak.
Oh, I've been a nasty.
And there's a Alolan Raichu. Speaking of brown, he becomes more brown.
I like a Alolan Raichu. Its feet look clean.
Yes, it actually has white feet instead of brown.
That's like cuter to me. That's like a cat that has little white paws.
Mm-hmm. So you'd prefer Alolan Raichu's toes just wiggling in your face. Maybe sucking on them a little.
No, I mean, I can't say
that word.
I can't say that word.
Jokum just said the bad F word.
But we're gonna
we probably cut it out.
No,
Please
we're gonna honk over it. in post.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. What the heck do I do now? Oh, alternate forms.
Alternate forms. No more alternate forms for Pikachu. Pikablue.
We already have a Pikablue. It's Meryl.
No, an actual Pikablue.
Okay, so you want it to be water type?
It's blue Pikachu.
Just blue. What type is he?
Water. And flying. And he learns fly and surf. And he has an ability where fly can be used in one turn and surf does 500 damage.
Honestly, a water flying Pikachu, to reference both of those, would be funny. I think the water flying Pikachu thing should happen, but as Paradox Pokemon. I don't need an alternate form, another one for Raichu. I don't need Pichu to have an alternate form. I want a past version of Pikachu that's electric water and a future version that is electric flying.
That's so good.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
A little jet Pikachu, or would it be like a balloon kind of like thing? Pikachu?
I would have been thinking like one of those drones, maybe. There's like some sort of funky little
drone.
drone.
That drone. You know how someone's cat died and they made it into a taxidermy drone?
Yes,
Pikachu. That looks like a stuffed animal drone.
That'd be great.
And then in the past, he's just like a cool little like surfing caveman.
Yeah.
And
that's all it
he
has
holds
to be.
a rock that looks like a beer, and he's chill AF.
Yeah, just a chill guy.
He basically doesn't give an F word.
We
don't say the F word on this podcast. No. We only talk about horrible, inflated Pikachus.
All right. So yeah, that's all I need. That's all I need.
We're gonna give it.
I don't need anything else. Just I think we don't talk about past and future Paradox forms nearly enough, and I think that's all a Pokemon needs sometimes. Technically, it wouldn't be a form. It would just be a new Pokemon.
Yeah, but it counts.
Like Surfing Rat and Iron.
I don't look at Iron Hands and then not think of Hariyama.
Right.
He exists within the context of Hariyama.
Yes, but during our Hariyama episode, we're not going to talk about Iron Hands.
Although I wish we could. Because the Iron Hands episode is going to be really boring.
No, it'll just be short, probably. I don't know. We did just talk about Ho-Oh for well over an hour. I think our Ho-Oh episode ended up being
Ho-Oh
our third
is so
longest.
much more interesting than Iron Hands.
Tell that to a competitive Pokemon player.
Oh, whatever. But we're not competitive. We're going to have nothing to say.
All right, is it time for Bulbapedia? Trivia. Yay!
Oh, hey, you didn't do strategies.
Kinda did. Put a light ball on your Pikachu,
but it still
and
sucks.
Don't use Raichu.
But Pikachu will still suck. They both suck, guys. They're cool Pokemon.
Yeah, use them in your regular playthrough. Although I've been watching a ton of like Wolfie VGC lately. I think he actually took a Raichu to like a tournament.
But do you think was he just?
I don't think it was Worlds or anything.
Was he stunting on them, or was he?
I think he was stunting on them.
He was stunting on them.
He tends to stunt.
All right. So,
I don't know.
He brought it there because he could. Because he's him.
Yes, because he's him. I think it takes the brain of Wolfie to be able to use a Raichu.
Inside of Wolfie, there's two wolves. One is good at the game, and the other one
is Raichu.
Gay Raichu.
Yeah, gay Raichu. I would just teach it Nuzzle, teach it Thunderbolt, give it Lightning Rod,
Lightning Rod?
Yeah, the ability.
Yeah.
Static is a great ability too, though. Just depending on what your team looks like.
Yeah.
Although if you have Nuzzle, there's no need to have Static.
Maybe that's
so
why
give it Lightning Rod.
Did he have a Lightning Rod Raichu? And
Probably.
He was doing doubles?
Yeah,
okay,
I'm sure he did.
Cool.
And yeah, all right. Let me go find Pikachu's entry.
Oh, please, Frank, for the love of God, cut out the things that are like.
I will.
Trivia.
Okay, let's see the kind of trivia it gives me and see how much is here. Honestly, that's not that much. That's not that much. We've definitely had Pokemon with more trivia. Pichu has the lowest base stat total of all electric-type Pokemon. Pichu also has the lowest base HP and defense stats of all electric-type Pokemon.
Frank, this bores me. I'm bored.
Well, this will interest you. Pichu is the only Generation 2 Pokemon to be playable in the Super Smash Bros. Series, though many others appear from Pokeballs. It is such a wasted slot that they gave Pikachu and Pichu.
It's just because Pichu just came out, right?
Yes.
Or back when they added him.
Yeah, he had just come out recently.
But, there's other Pokemon they could have added.
Yeah.
Friggin'... Suicune or something. That would
Yeah,
be cool.
Bonsly. No, wait, he was a Gen 4 add-on.
Sudowoodo.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. Yes, Sudo. I was trying to think of another baby Pokemon, and I picked the one that didn't end up in that generation.
I feel
Frickin' what was it, Cleffa? Was Cleffa a Gen 2?
I honestly think Suicune would have been a really cool to
Yeah.
have a quadruped.
Yeah. It's cool that they put Suicune in Pokken for that exact reason.
Yeah.
He's a quadruped boy. The Pikachu-colored Pichu was the first Pokemon to be given out over Nintendo Wi-Fi connection outside of Japan. Pikachu-colored Pichu. What the heck is that?
Shiny?
But he doesn't look like more like Pikachu.
That's stupid.
I'm moving on. Pichu is game director Junichi Masuda's favorite Pokemon from Generation 2.
The legendary Masuda method Masuda.
Yes, I love the Masuda method. I will never forgive Scarlet and Violet for making freaking egg hatching worse. And yes, worse. A lot of people like it and claim it's better. It's never worked for me. I think it's worse.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm trying to die on this hill.
Okay.
Together with Magikarp, Rattata, Ninjask, Goldeen, and Seedot, Pichu is the easiest Pokemon to catch in Pokemon Ranger with only one loop necessary.
Oh, whoa.
One loop? One loop, Ninjask? All the others make sense. Magikarp, Rattata, Goldeen, Seedot. Ninjask.
Not even Shedinja.
Is it that fast? Oh, Ninjask is known for being fast. Is it so fast that it's so hard to just get one single loop?
It might be.
That might be annoying. In Pokemon Adventures, Yellow was the one who gave Pichu its species name, creating it as a combination of the name of Pibu's parents, Pika and Choo-Choo.
Wait. Repeat that one more time to me, please.
In Pokemon Adventures, the manga, Yellow was the one who gave Pichu its species name, creating it as a combination of the name of Pibu's parents, Pika and Choo-Choo. Pibu is Gold's Pichu, and he named it. Oh gosh, I need to see a picture of Pika and Choo-Choo. Yep. Pika is Red's Pikachu. Great nickname there, Red.
So he named Pikachu not because it's just you take the ka out of Pikachu.
Yep.
It's this convoluted bullcrap.
And this is Choo-Choo. Yellow's Pikachu.
Embalming fluid.
So dumb.
Embalming fluid.
Yes.
I'm pouring embalming fluid on somebody. Give me a name.
How about this guy? Pichu was designed by Ken Sugimori.
Okay.
Don't embalm Sugimori.
No, I'm not embalming Sugimori. No, it's the Pokemon Adventures people that I need to embalm.
Not again.
An alarm went off.
How embarrassing for you.
The BRAP signal is calling me.
Origin. Pichu seems to draw inspiration from squirrels and various other rodents.
It draws inspiration from Pikachu.
Yes. Additionally, according to Junichi Masuda, Ken Sugimori came up with the idea for Pichu when Game Freak staff were trying to figure out a Pokemon to be the next Pikachu. The next Pikachu was just gonna be Pikachu's pre-evo. What about Meryl? Meryl was the next Pikachu.
Meryl's too fat.
Even Togepi could have arguably been the next
too
Pikachu.
Fat. Togepi's not
Pikachu was very fat.
Pikachu looks way better than Togepi. I love Togepi.
Togepi is fantastic.
It's just a little egg.
Yes, Pikachu is just a stupid yellow rat.
Pikachu looks awesome compared to Togepi.
No,
I love Togepi. I love Togepi. I love
Togepi is so much more unique than Pikachu.
Togebliss? What's the final?
Togekiss.
Togekiss, not Bliss.
Yeah. No, like, honestly, Pikachu is just a mouse. The mascot should have been something that looked more like a creature. Like Clefairy. Clefairy was going to be the mascot of Pokemon.
Clefairy's pretty great.
That would have been sick. Clefairy's great. I mean, I might have been tired of it at this point if it was treated like Pikachu is treated now.
I mean, but the thing is, I think Pikachu's not neutral. Yellow is a great color.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's like sage green, where like boyfriends and girlfriends will both be able to settle on sage green as a color.
I get why it's Pikachu, but I don't know.
Meryl's too fat. Pikachu is they
Meryl's
leaned
too
him
fat.
out. They leaned him out.
They would have leaned out Meryl.
If you lean out Meryl, what's left? It's just it would be a cylinder.
People said that about Pikachu back in the day.
They're like, oh, I love my fat rat.
Yeah, they love their
big
fat
rat.
Oh,
No, I think
crap.
Pikachu's way more marketable
Oh,
than Meryl.
Joker, we've gotten through all this, and we haven't even talked about Pikachu's Gigantamax.
God damn it.
Let me finish up Pichu. Is this last thing?
My God.
Guys, I hope you're ready for the longest episode of Certified
Shut
Poke
up.
Moments
Let's
ever.
just get on with it, please.
Pichu may be a combination of Pika Pika, onomatopoeia for sparkling.
Really?
In Japanese, that is an onomatopoeia for sparkling. I did not know
amazing.
that. Yeah, I did not know that.
That's a finally interesting.
Choo choo, which is an onomatopoeia for the squeak of a mouse. Must be like choo 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 choo.
Yeah.
And possibly Puchi, which in Japanese is petite, as well as being a contraction of Pikachu.
Pucci is a contraction of Pikachu now?
No, Puchi is petite in Japanese.
Oh.
And its name comes from being a contraction of Pikachu. Oh boy, Gigantamax Pikachu. Okay, let's go back to that really quick. Guys, I'm sorry I forgot about it. You see, Gigantamax just doesn't stick out in my brain. Yep, there he is. There's Gigantamax Pikachu. Is there... Pokemon Sword. Its Gigantamax power expanded, forming its supersized body and towering tail.
I'm so full of
They
Gigantamax
literally
energy.
inflated it on Gigantamax energy. Shield. When it smashes its opponents with its bolt-shaped tail, it delivers a surge of electricity equivalent to a lightning strike. That's it? So many Pokemon can already shoot out lightning bolts.
Yeah, but I feel like the lightning bolts a Pokemon shoots out is like less than a lightning strike from the sky.
Gigantamax Pikachu is 68 feet and 11 inches tall.
What do I compare that to?
I don't know, a big building.
More like a regular sized building.
Alrighty, let's go to Pikachu's trivia. Now, is this going to be the longest page ever?
Yes? Is that the answer? Oh no, Frank, it keeps going.
It keeps going.
It keeps going. Okay, Frank. Skim.
I'm going to skim so
For the love of
hard,
God,
guys.
Skim.
Okay. I'm going to skip that. I'm sorry, guys. If you want more Pikachu trivia, go to Bulbapedia yourselves. I'm not going to tell you that a bunch of different Pokemon are all known as the mouse Pokemon. There's a lot of them. Veronica Taylor has said Pikachu is her favorite Pokemon. Sarah Natucheni has as well.
Who the heck are these people? Who are these people? Go. Are they Pokemon? This is a Pokemon podcast. I don't care about these people.
Pikachu is the only Pokemon with 2 exclusive Z moves.
That was terrible.
When starting a new game in Pokemon Yellow, Pikachu's front sprite appears with a slightly different color palette. The palette index number 0x10. Than usual when it is introduced by Professor Oak. This is the same red-yellow palette used for Mew, Mewtwo, and Jinx, except the Virtual Console Jinx, as well as the battle sprites of all Pokemon trainers. Due to the color palette used at the start of Pokemon Yellow, Pikachu has red cheeks in the Game Boy Color, or pink cheeks in the Super Game Boy. However, in this game's normal gameplay, Pikachu has dark orange cheeks instead.
Okay.
Interesting.
Is it?
In Pokemon Yellow and from Generation VI 6?
Yeah.
In Pokemon Yellow and from Generation 6 to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Pikachu uses its animated series cry, so Pika Pika, before Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. It was the only Pokemon to do so in the core series games.
I'm guessing
Eevee did it in those games too.
Evoy! Evoy!
It goes Evoy?
Yeah.
I hate that.
It's actually adorable.
Okay.
I played Let's Go Eevee, and I loved my little Eevee. So that is interesting. In Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it uses an updated version of its original cry like other Pokemon. I am glad they brought that back. There's no need for it to just use its anime cry. Pikachu is the only core series first partner Pokemon that does not have a 7-to-1 gender ratio. Okay, yeah. It's still going to have its normal 50-50.
I still hate that there's more. That's way more likely to catch a boy. Just make it 50-50 for the gender ratio.
For the starters?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then a little boy is going to get a little girl Pokemon and be like, "What? I can't use this trash." I don't think that would actually happen.
No,
I think that's just the reasoning behind it.
I think that is the reasoning, but they don't realize that little girls also play Pokemon.
No? What? Girls play Pokemon?
Yeah, Frank. I'm about to unlock a whole world of knowledge for you.
Oh, man. Oh, wait, here we go. Pikachu is the only not fully evolved Pokemon whose base stats increased in Generation 6, as well as the only Pokemon to receive more than one stat increase, defense and special defense. Pikachu's stats used to be worse. Wow.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Why not give it more? More! Oh, sorry. Crank up those stats.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's really, really funny.
If Pikachu's gonna be the mascot, make him good.
Pikachu is the only Pokemon that can be caught in all 3 pinball titles. Pokemon Pinball,
Frank.
Pokemon Pinball Mini,
Frank.
and Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire.
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
I'm only reading the interesting stuff.
That's not freaking interesting.
You just cursed again!
I said frickin'.
Oh, you did?
Frickin', roll it back. I'm not gonna roll it back, but I said frickin'.
Pikachu is currently represented in the trading card game by more cards than any other Pokemon, obviously. This number is shocking, though. Shocking. With 213 unique cards. Wow. That's so many. That's so many. Oh my gosh. On December 11th, 2023, Google revealed that Pikachu was the most searched Pokemon in the platform's history during its 25 years of creation. That makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay, so there is a whole section just on merchandise. We have our own merch section, but the merch for Pikachu is so extreme, Bulbapedia has it in their trivia section. I'm not going to read anything from that. Cultural Impact, a $1 coin from Niue featuring Pikachu. Didn't we talk about this before? What?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what Pokemon was also featured on these Niue coins.
Is Niue's it was like an island nation, right?
Yeah, Niue is a self-governing island country in free association with New Zealand.
Okay.
Okay, that is pretty cool. I can't remember the other Pokemon on the coins,
I think they had Mewtwo. Mewtwo.
Yeah, it was probably Mewtwo, right?
Yeah.
It was probably Mewtwo. The Pikachu has served as the inspiration for the naming of several... Okay, I don't care. Oh, wait. I do actually care about this. Pikachu has served as the inspiration for the naming of several scientific discoveries. In 2008, Japanese researchers discovered a new protein that helps carry electrical impulses from the eyes to the brain and named it Pikachurin.
I know, I've heard this.
I've heard it, but it's been a while. According to them, it was so named for sharing Pikachu's lightning-fast moves and shocking electric effects. That's interesting. That's one of the most interesting pieces of trivia we've heard so far.
Neck-bearded scientist. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna pull this out of my.
There are tons.
My little hat.
There are tons of people who've named real-life stuff after Pokemon.
That explanation for it's like finding a. I don't know what to compare it to. That's just iconic. That's an iconic, cringy way of explaining that.
The springtail species, Dicrocentris Pikachu, was named after Pikachu.
What is this? Where is this?
Right here. What is a springtail? Springtails form the largest of the 3 lineage of modern... Oh, it's a bug.
Little bug is
modern hexapods that are no longer considered insects.
Whoa.
Weird. Why does it have to be called something Pikachu? Why does Pikachu have to be?
I think because the dummy who that's not an insect. Wow, crazy.
It's just
the guy or the girl.
Probably
we're progressive. Who discovered it was just a giant frickin' dweebazoid.
There's a spider species called Alastra Pikachu.
Yeah, why?
There's a beetle species called Hyperantha Pikachu.
Why? You know how people make jokes about how people need to take like some kind of weird government mandated quiz before having a podcast?
Yeah.
You know how people make those jokes?
Yeah.
We should apply that to scientists.
We never took a government mandated quiz.
Exactly. But the liberals want us to. No, I'm kidding. But also, guys, you have an opportunity to give like a cool, deep meaning to like us. I get the electric thing, right? Pikachu.
Yes.
I get it.
The brain one.
But why the spider?
Yeah, name it after Ariados.
Yeah, I was gonna say literally.
Yeah, or the beetle. You could do Heracross or something. Come on, not Pikachu.
Guys, what are we doing here?
Pikachu was designed by Atsuko Nishida, a core designer at Game Freak. Pikachu had a short, stout design during the initial release of Pokemon Red and Green, but its design was altered for Pokemon the series and subsequent entries in the games.
I was gonna say modern Pikachu is so different from original Pikachu. I would almost, it's almost beyond like that. That person that said originally designed it.
Yeah,
they lost that.
They lost it pretty quick
a long time ago,
guys.
The market forces designed current Pikachu.
I'm moving on to Raichu, guys. There's more I could read in origin and concept and design, but we're already over an hour, so let's just
go.
Let's just move on to Raichu.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
This was enough Pikachu for one podcast. Trust me, there's still a lot more to go. Jokum wants to look at 2 different Google image searches.
Yeah, baby.
So gotta save room for that. Trivia for Raichu. No other Pokemon has the same type combination as Alolan Raichu. It is the only Psychic Electric type.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. In Pokemon Red and Blue, there is a scientist at the Pokemon Lab in Cinnabar Island who will trade a Raichu for an Electrode. If the player talks to him after the trade, he will mention that the Raichu evolved, which is not possible. This mistake was due to the original translation of the script of the Japanese Blue, in which the person traded a Graveler for a Kadabra rather than that of Pokemon Red and Green. This error was corrected in Fire Red and Leaf Green, as the script was retranslated. Oh, this is interesting. Raichu's Fire Red and Sun Pokedex entries discuss Raichu's electricity being able to knock out an Indian elephant. They used that in Sun? But
they had the opportunity to fix that.
Well,
because that implies India exists.
Yes. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, this is changed to Kaparaja, which is based on the Indian elephant. This is also the only Pokedex entry in Legends Arceus to mention a Pokemon not obtainable in Hisui. That is interesting. Yeah, there's a lot. There's not as much trivia here, but I'm still going to skip some of it. Raichu is the 26th Pokemon in both the National Pokedex and Alola Pokedex in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Raichu is the most common Pokemon found among rivals, being used by 5 of them. Really? Interesting. Alolan Raichu is the only Alolan form obtainable in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so it is in Scarlet and Violet. It just doesn't have its own Pokedex entries.
Oh.
That can only be obtained by transferring from other games outside of Pokeportal news events. What the heck is Pokeportal news? Okay, I don't care.
Oh, finally, you don't care.
Raichu and Alolan Raichu were both designed by Atsuko Nishida. He got to Atsuko Nishida, you a boy or a girl?
That's a Pikachu.
That's a Pikachu. She, girl. That makes sense. They're good at designing cute things.
Okay.
The concept of Alolan Raichu came from Masafumi Nukita, which also involved writing its Pokedex entries. That's really cute that they got her to design Alolan Raichu as well. Raichu originally had an evolved form named Gorochu. Did you know this?
I've heard of Gorochu, but I can't remember what it would have looked like or did look like.
Which would have had 2 horns and fangs. Ken Sugimori stated that while there was nothing wrong with its appearance, it was nonetheless omitted from Pokemon Red and Green, as the staff found that the game balance was better without it, and the limited game space meant that some Pokemon originally designed to evolve twice were changed to evolve only once. This might just be speculation, because it doesn't mention it here, but I thought Gorochu was going to be Electric Fire.
Oh, I think that sounds familiar.
Which would have been absolutely sick, because the only other Electric Fire type we have is Rotom Heat.
Yeah, that's
and
nothing.
that's such a cool type combo. I mean, gosh, I just wish we had more access to electric fire types. Origin. Raichu's legs and long tail resemble those of a jerboa or kangaroo rat.
Yeah, okay.
I've never heard of a kangaroo rat before.
Are you serious? You never seen one of those?
No, first time.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen jerboas before, but never the kangaroo rat.
Interesting.
Alolan Raichu may be based on the concept of surfing Pikachu and the sport of surfing itself, which originated in Hawaii, as well as the Hodad concept of being a fake surfer.
Oh.
Hodad is referred to as another name for Alolan Raichu in its Pokedex entry in Pokemon Ultra Sun. Its design and psychic typing may have been influenced by Puka, a surfing Pikachu that appeared in Pokemon the series, which had psychic powers and blue eyes.
What? Why? Why would they do
heck?
that? Early Pokemon was wild.
Yeah, I mean, because I guess just why not? When you have so few
Why not?
Pokemon in your Pokedex, why not just do this kind of crap?
I like it. I love the why not representation.
Why not just give like crystal onyxes in the island of pink Pokemon? Where was I? In the Pokemon Stadium series, Coliseum XD, and Battle Revolution, Raichu rides on its tail when using the move Surf. So that is pretty cute. Alolan Raichu really does call back to a lot of old references in Pokemon. There's a bit more I can read, but I don't want to. Raichu may be a combination of Rai, which is thunder in Japanese, and Choo-Choo, the onomatopoeia for the squeak of a mouse.
I like it.
Thunder Mouse. It's just Thunder Mouse. Okay. Trivia done. Guys, I hope you're sticking with us, man. This is the Pikachu episode. It had to be the longest episode ever, whether we wanted it to be or not. Jokum, are you doing your Google Images search?
First we have to do the... Okay, guys, usually before the Google Images search part, we do, how well is this Pokemon
merch,
represented?
I forgot.
Guys, it's S tier.
Yeah, it's S tier.
We don't need to tell
Yeah.
you with the Pikachu merch. They slap him on everything.
When it comes to Garbodor, I have to tell you if his only representation is the sitting cutie. When it comes to Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu...
Well, Raichu less. Raichu might be like A tier representation.
I'm just trying to think of the line as a whole, and Pikachu just
he
throws that to S.
he's above S.
Yes.
They're above S.
He's Goku.
He's Pikachu.
He's Goku.
God dang it.
I know.
No, he's Pikachu tier. There's nothing
Yeah.
that beats Pikachu.
Yeah.
But what I am going to do is look up Raichu. Okay, no. First, I'm going to start with Pikachu. I'm going to look up Pikachu, and then I'm going to scroll until something terrible pops up.
We're going to do some cuts to make this seem like a lot quicker than it is for us. So somebody did get a tattoo of an morbidly obese Pikachu eating a piece of pizza.
But I don't think this is a fetish thing. I think it's
Just meant to be funny.
ridiculous. It's from the post. Oivo Games _official on X. Pikachu tattoo, crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. All right. I doubt they're the ones who got it. I think they just reposted.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to the end of the page for Pikachu, and no weird
Nothing.
art. Probably because it's so saturated with Pikachu fan art.
It's so oversaturated with normal Pikachu art.
But I'm thinking
Raichu.
Raichu might give us a chance.
All right, let's
Raichu,
find out.
God of Thunder. What is this?
Fan-made card.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say because it's cool.
All right, let's search through this through these Google image pop-ups.
Guys, even Raichu,
this is good.
Raichu with his big toe beans and his big fat belly.
Yeah, I would have paid money
Hold on.
to see it. Don't search for it specifically.
I have a theory that if I put a different word besides Raichu and then a verb, I did Raichu standing. I feel like adding a verb will.
This episode is as long as it is, and you want to extend
Well,
it
hold on.
further.
I just wanted to see some terrible
Why do you
want
wanna-
to? Hold on, scrolling. Guys,
Nothing.
There's nothing. What are you guys doing? There's.
I was pretty sure we were gonna see some like art, foot fetish art of Raichu. I'm not gonna lie, but there's a Raichu-ish Gajinka kind of.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on.
I know.
We got to move
I
on.
know.
You already
Guys,
failed. I'm sorry,
step up your
Jokum.
game. We need to pump the internet with.
No, we don't need any more of that. No, music time.
This is the part of the show where the boys discuss how edible the pocket monsters that we focused on won't belong. Turn up and come along to the segment of the show.
Yes, indeed, it is the part of the show where we discuss how
It's Wed, Fed, and
Wed,
Dead.
Fed, and Dead. I don't know what I'm going to say about this.
We're not talking about Pikachu. We're talking about Raichu.
I know, yeah. No, Pikachu's underaged.
You know.
It's better than the mole.
Better than the mole.
I'm going to say it's better than the mole.
Yeah, better than the mole. It's cuter. Probably about the same height, I'd imagine.
Guys, if this is somehow your first episode, the mole was Excadrill,
Yes.
and we gave him a 3 out of 10
Yep.
on the
Excadrill's kind of our
baseline.
baseline. If it's too animal-y, it's less than Excadrill. If it can be argued that it's, maybe not that bad.
Because Pikachu, and I think I've seen more Raichu, not humanized, but anthropomorphized in the anime. People will have a conversation with a Raichu.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's kind of a person.
I'm gonna give Cantonian Raichu
Yeah, we'll have to do both. Okay.
a.
All right, okay, hold on. Let's walk through some of the criteria. The criteria is very loose.
Yes.
But
you live with this.
you live with this thing.
This is in our case, this is our wife.
You can hold its hand.
You can hold its little stubby, cute hand.
It's warm.
Warm, very kissable lips. No, you can give it a kiss. You can walk down the beach with it. You can cook with it, kind of, I guess. You can cuddle with it in bed.
I'm gonna give it
a 4.
A 4. I was gonna give it a 3.7.
Interesting. I'm giving
It's
Raichu
still like a little animal.
4. I'm giving Alolan Raichu a 4.5.
I'm gonna give Alolan Raichu a 4.6. Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's almost at that line where it's because it's Raichu.
Yeah.
To me, Raichu looks more like just a little rat thing.
I agree.
It's a little too animalistic, which
Yep.
is why I go a 3.7.
Yep.
But then with Alolan Raichu, it's just unanimal. I mean, it's an animal. But
Yeah.
It's just unanimal
Yep.
enough.
Yep.
Where I can look into its eyes and be like, you got a body temperature.
And be like, hey, honey, I'm home.
God dang.
Gujinka.
For regular Raichu, it's
Yeah,
basic,
she's
very basic.
pretty. This is gonna sound mean. Pretty basic woman, you know.
Hey, there's basic guys out there too. There's basic
my
man.
gosh! If I had a nickel for every basic guy I knew.
Name them. Name every basic guy you know. No, we're not doing that right now.
I scared joke of his eyes widened.
No, I'm not basic.
No. I was gonna name
acidic.
some guy.
Wait, is basic acidic?
I don't know.
Oh, basic and acidic might be.
Alolan Cantonian Raichu is just
Boring.
she's just kind of a homebody, I imagine.
Yeah, I think she's boring, and I'm gonna say I don't care.
I think she.
And I don't care out of.
Yeah, she doesn't She doesn't invite you to go places. You have to invite her.
Yeah.
She's always willing to go, but she's just kind of, she's kind of there. Alolan Raichu, obviously, she likes to surf.
Yeah.
I think she loves pancakes. She loves to cook pancakes.
Yeah, that's very cute. She's very just also baseline cute.
Yeah, she is a really cute girl. I would say, I think they're both successful marriages, but I think Alolan Raichu is much more fun.
I think Raichu is a boring marriage. I think it's milk toast.
All right,
So I'm gonna say no.
Fair enough.
But I am gonna say yes on Gajinka, Alolan Raichu, because she's cute and soft.
And you should say yes to Article.
Flip her pancakes.
Article 4.
What?
I don't know. Whenever you vote, there's always articles you vote on.
Yeah, but what happens if the Article 4 you just?
I don't know what Article 4 is. I picked a random number,
I was
just putting it out there. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Article 4 was the right to flay cats or something.
I don't want that.
All right.
Edible.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
I guess. I don't like the idea of eating rat meat.
I don't think it's rat meat. Also, I would eat a rat, so that doesn't help. I think it's
fine.
more like
captivity raised
it's
rat.
like a big fat. I think it's honestly borderline good. I would give it a 5 being it's baseline edible.
Yeah.
I think it's a 6.
Dang. What do you think it tastes like?
Meat. Baseline meat.
I guess.
Guinea pig. I think it's whatever guinea pig tastes like. Even though guinea pigs aren't really related to rats.
Yeah.
But small mammal.
We gotta eat a guinea pig sometime.
I do need to eat a guinea pig.
We gotta do that for taboo foods.
Yeah. I mean, if people get mad about that, a pig. Pigs are so smart.
Yeah.
I'll eat the heck out of a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't raise a pig and eat it, but no,
I
actually,
don't know.
I might
I
be
probably
able to.
could.
Hold on.
I'm just not gonna name it and give it pets and keep it in the house. You know.
You should watch Silver Spoon. The person who made Full Metal Alchemist
Full Metal.
Made a farming manga and then anime called Silver Spoon. It's all just about a guy farming. He raises a pig, and let's just say he raises the pig. So,
Fine, I'll just agree with whatever you say. I
Really?
would probably just give it a 5. In my opinion, I would just give it a 5.
I think because it's so fat, I think
Yeah.
it's good. Like if it were
the fat
if it were like
helps.
a dog, I'm sorry guys, but if it were a dog, I would say that's baseline edible. That's a 5.
Yeah. All right, fine. The fat is gonna help the flavor.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
give
it's
it
a 6.
Deadable is difficult. If an electric shock could knock out an Indian elephant, like we have a real life baseline to go off of here, it would kill us.
Yeah, and it learns that in the wild.
And it's 110 speed.
Okay, no, it's blitzing us.
Yeah.
I think
sucks.
0% with that hand to hand 0% because if I
Yeah.
grab it, it's just going to shock me to death.
Yeah.
With a metal bat,
We're carrying a conductor.
I might opt for a wooden bat.
I was just gonna say, yes, a wooden bat.
For a wooden bat. Even then, I give myself a 10% chance.
Yeah.
Because if it chooses somehow not to lightning me and instead is running at me to nuzzle me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that chance to just
Yeah.
swing my bats, try to crack it on the side of the head. Maybe I daze it.
Yes.
And if the electricity doesn't conduct through the bat to like
Exactly.
shock
I don't
me,
think it will.
then while it's dazed on the ground, I'm just gonna get up and start thwacking away.
Just beat the thing to death.
Yeah, into a pulp. Sorry, guys.
I agree. I think there are chances for openings if it tries to go for a physical attack instead of a special attack. No matter how fast it is. I mean, how fast do professional baseball players throw baseballs? Like, I mean, no matter how fast it is, you can still hit it.
Yeah, but a professional baseball player is throwing a baseball at a professional baseball player who will be able to have the speed to hit the baseball.
Well, yes, but also
I couldn't hit a baseball.
Raichu is a lot bigger than a baseball.
Yeah.
I think I like the 10% chance. I might even say like 12%. Because all it needs to do is make the 50-50 choice in its head to choose a physical attack than a special attack. And
yeah.
it instantly gives us a chance.
If it uses quick attack, it might be too... Because when Pikachu uses quick attack in the anime, he kind of jumps side to side.
Yeah. If he uses quick attack, and he has the ability static, and we get paralyzed from this,
But
we're
there's...
done.
Okay, but there's only a 30% chance,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Thus the 10%. So he's got a 50-50 chance of choosing
A
a physical
physical
or
attack.
special. If he chooses,
A
like...
25% chance to choose quick attack.
Well, what are the odds? Is it a 50-50 between having lightning rod
Oh, yeah.
as an ability?
Well,
because if he has lightning rod,
yeah.
then we don't have to worry about the static.
True.
So then we hit him. Let's say he has static. There's only a 30% chance we get paralyzed.
Yeah.
He is dazed because we just cracked a baseball bat across his head.
Yeah.
And then now we just start thwacking. Oh, but every thwack needs to have all of your might in
Yes,
it. Because
yes.
every time you hit him, there's a 30% chance you'll be paralyzed.
Even through the bat, that's a good... Well, it's a contact move. Just because it's physical does not mean it's contact.
Oh.
Earthquake is not a contact move even though it's physical.
Is bullet seed a contact move?
I don't know.
Because I'd imagine not, because you're
I would
shooting the
imagine
bullets
not,
out of you, but it's still a
yeah.
physical attack,
I would
right?
imagine not.
Oh, this is so interesting.
Yeah.
I think
I think all this compounds together to be the 10% chance
Yeah.
we need.
Wow. And then the psychic one.
I don't think we need
I
the
don't think- I
psychic
don't think we
one.
need the
I
psychic
think
one.
it's
It
going to
flies
rely
around.
on psychic attacks and flying and special attacks. Maybe I can throw my wooden bat at it and knock it out. I give myself a 0.5% chance.
Yeah, I'll take that 0.5% chance. But even then, you have to knock it out with that bat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going to... Like, if someone threw a wooden bat at me, it would hurt like hell. But,
Yeah.
I'd be like, frick you for throwing a bat at me. And then I would
Yeah.
gouge their eyes out.
Prep time.
Yeah, I can shoot it.
A gun.
A gun. I
Just
get a
a
gun.
gun, always a gun.
I'm gonna get a. Honestly, if it's far enough away, I think just even a 22 handgun. I put 7.22 bullets into it. I think it's going down.
I'm gonna talk to my uncle who works at NORAD and get myself an atomic bomb.
Okay, well that's stupid.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this episode is going to be just shy of an hour and a half long. Thank you so
Before
much.
editing.
Before editing. Well, it'll still be shy of an hour and a half.
That's a good
long.
point.
Thank you so very much for listening. If you liked this and you like Pokemon, why don't you go to my YouTube channel? It's called Let's Be Frank. I talk about Pokemon on that channel all the time, but I also like to talk about other things. I like to cook. I like to talk about Legos. And I do tier lists. Just this last Saturday, I did an Animal Crossing villager tier list. It's a lot of fun, so go check that out. And if you want more Joachim content, him and I also have a series on the channel called Taboo Foods, where we cook really strange and odd stuff. You kind of heard us talking about it earlier. We would love to cook things like guinea pig someday.
Yeah.
We tried so hard to find a cow udder to cook. That's something we want to cook.
We'll get the udder.
Yeah, we're going to get the udder, so make sure you subscribe and watch all the other Taboo Foods videos in the meantime. But with all that being said, guys, once again, thank you so very much for listening. This has been your Certified Poke Moment.
Pikachu.
The smoking Pikachu's back.
Was that a thing?
In last episode, it was smoking ash.